Dear students, once again welcome to the online classes. Be positive, be confident, stay safe, stay healthy and keep on studying. Dear students, in your previous class, you studied the certain concepts of principles of management that was explained by my colleague Triveni ma'am. You studied the nature of principles of management, significance of principles of management, and also F.W. Taylor's principles of scientific management and techniques of scientific management. In this class, we are going to study about Henry Fayol's principles of management. In the earlier days, the certain management theorists or certain management experts, they developed so many management theories. These management theories or management principles is applicable to different organizations throughout the world even nowadays. So now we are going to study about another important management theory, that is the Henry Fayol's principles of management. The F.W. Taylor given most importance to improving the efficiency of the employees and thereby increasing the outputs of the organization. So according to Taylor, to increase the outputs of the organization, first employees must be motivated, thereby employees' efficiency must be improved and outputs of the organization must be increased. But Fayol's school of management thought explains what amounts to managers work in the organization and also what principles, what rules or what procedures to be followed by both the managers and employees while running the day-to-day activities of the organization. So Henry Fayol is popularly known as father of modern management. Already you know, F.W. Taylor is known as father of scientific management. Henry Fayol is known as father of modern management. Henry Fayol developed certain 14 principles of management. Principles, what is principles? What is management principles? Management principles means certain general guidelines, rules or procedures to be followed by different kinds of organization in its day-to-day activities for the purpose of achievement of the organizational goals. So management principles means general guidelines, rules or procedures to be followed by the organization for the purpose of achievement of its organizational goals. So Henry Fayol developed his own 14 management principles. These principles are very relevant even nowadays in most of the organization for the purpose of running their day-to-day activities and achievement of the organizational goals. Henry Fayol was a French management theorist. Basically, he was a mining engineer. He graduated from the Mining Academy of Saint-Étienne. He started his own mining company. So at the time of managing the mining company, he developed his own management principles for the purpose of successful running of his organization. So Henry Fayol was a mining engineer. So he started his own mining company. At the time of working or managing in the mining company, he developed his own principles for the successful running of his organization. So Henry Fayol was the first person identified 4 management functions. Usually management involves 5 functions. Every management involves totally 5 activities. Every management starts with the good planning and also organizing or dividing the work and also staffing or selecting the employees and directing, giving a proper direction to the employees, and finally controlling the activities of the organization. So Henry Fayol was the first person. He identified 4 management functions. Yeah, what are that 4 management functions? Planning, organizing, directing and controlling. Out of 5 management functions, he was the first person developed 4 management functions, that is the planning, organizing, directing and controlling. So according to Henry Fayol, with the proper planning, with the systematic organizing and giving a proper direction to the employees and also controlling the activities of the employees helps for the achievement of organizational goals. And again, Henry Fayol given more importance to dividing the whole organization works into different groups. According to Henry Fayol, the success of the organization depends upon dividing the organization works into different groups. Because a single manager or single employee cannot do entire work of the organization. Therefore, division of work is very important. So according to Henry Fayol, the whole organization work must be divided into different groups for the purpose of achieving the organizational goals. So according to Henry Fayol, he divided the whole organization works into technical work, commercial work, financial work, security work, accounting work and managerial work. Yeah, these are some of the introduction about the French management theorist Henry Fayol. So let us study what are the 14 principles developed by Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol, I already said that Henry Fayol is known as father of modern management. This is 1 mark important question. Usually in the examination, question will be like this: who is the father of modern management? So F.W. Taylor is known as father of scientific management. Henry Fayol is known as father of modern management. So he developed certain 14 principles for the successful running of every organization. Dear students, let us come to the next topic, that is Fayol's 14 principles of management. So under that, the first principle developed by the Fayol is division of work. The first principle developed by the Fayol is division of work. Let us study what is division of work. So according to Fayol, whole work of the organization must be divided into different groups. Why division of work is essential? If a single employee is doing all the works of the organization, then he cannot be expert even in one work. When the work of the organization is divided into different groups, definitely it is possible to achieve the organizational goals successfully. So Fayol given more importance to dividing the whole organization works into different groups like purchase department, marketing department, production department, finance department, human resource management department, etc. So for each and every department, according to Fayol, separate employees must be appointed. So that separate employees must be work under their groups only. For purchase department, some of the separate employees. For finance department, separate employees. For production department, separate employees. So when the work is divided into different groups, it will help to lead specialization. When the work is divided into different groups, definitely it helps to lead to specialization. Yeah, what is specialization? When the employees are working under single groups or single departments for so many years or for a long period of time, definitely that employee become experts in one particular work. So it is called as specialization, specialist in one particular work. So that is called as division of work and specialization. So Henry Fayol divided the whole work of the organization into different groups. Separate employees must be appointed for different groups. It will help to lead to specialization. So let us come to the second principles of Henry Fayol, that is authority and responsibility. Authority and responsibility. Yeah, what is authority? Authority is the right to give orders and obtain obedience. Authority means the right to give orders to subordinates and getting obedience from the subordinates. Responsibility means accountability or answerable to the performance. So according to Fayal, in every organization, there must be a proper authority and responsibility. Authority and responsibility must be go together. There must be a proper link between authority and responsibility. Usually in every organization, the top level managers, they are having a highest authority. They are having a right to give order to his subordinates. The top level management gives orders to middle level management. Middle level management gives orders to lower level management. So top level managers having highest authority, at the same time they are having highest responsibility or accountability for the performance of the organization. That is natural. When there is a highest authority, so naturally there will be highest responsibility also. See, for example, college principal, he is having a highest authority in the college. So at the same time, he is having a highest responsibility also. Responsibility means being answerable or accountability for the performance of the college. So authority and responsibility must be go together. Usually, this will be asked for 1 marks in the exam. What is authority? What is responsibility? What is authority? Authority means right to give orders and getting obedience. So responsibility means accountability or answerability for the performance of the organization. Come to the third principles of Fayal, that is the discipline. Third principle, discipline. Yeah, what is discipline? Yeah, being a student, all of you must know what is discipline. Yeah, discipline means obedience to organizational rules and employment agreement. Discipline means obedience to organizational rules. Being a student, when you are entering into college, definitely certain disciplinary measures that is imposed by the college. Being a student, you must follow all that rules and regulations. You must obey the rules and regulations of the college. Like that, for the purpose of achievement of the organizational goals, there must be a proper discipline in the organization. All the employees must obey the organizational rules and employment agreement. So that is called as discipline, means obedience to organizational rules or following the organizational rules and regulations by the employees properly. Because without discipline, it is not possible to achieve organizational goals, or it is not possible to earn sufficient profit. Yeah, being a student also, if you don't have any discipline, then it is not possible to getting good results in your first PU or second PU exam. So discipline is must to achieve goals. Let us come to the fourth principles that was developed by Fayal, that is unity of command. Unity of command. Yeah, what is unity of command? Command means order. According to Fayal, in every organization, there must be a unity of command. Unity of command means there should be only one boss for each and every individual employee. There should be only one boss or one head or one superior for each and every individual employee. Because every individual employee or every subordinate must receive command or orders from only one superior. If a single employee or subordinate receives orders from 2 or more employees, definitely it will lead to a confusion in the minds of subordinates. So therefore, unity of command principles must be followed. For example, the employee who are working under finance department, he must receive orders from finance manager only. If he receives orders from finance manager, purchase manager, marketing manager at a time, definitely it will lead to lots of confusion in his minds. So therefore, unity of command means there should be only one boss or one superior for single individual employee. Individual employee must receive orders from only one boss. Come to the fifth principle developed by Henry Fayol, that is unity of direction. Unity of direction. What is unity of direction? Unity of direction means all the units or groups of activities of the organization having single objective must have one head and one plan. All the units or groups of activities. What is all the units or groups of activities? Take the example of automobile manufacturing company. It produces sometimes both cars and motorcycles. It is separate two units, motorcycle units and car units. So at that time, all the units or groups of activities of the organization having single objective must have one head and one plan. See, for motorcycle departments, there must be a separate objective, separate plan and separate head. And also the car manufacturing unit, it having its own objective, it having its own head and it having its own plan. Both motorcycle department and car department must not overlap one another. So each and every units of work and each and every groups of activities of the organization must have their own plan, must have their own head and must have their own objective. So that is called as unity of direction. This is usually applicable to the companies where more than one products are produced. Like the automobile company, it produces both cars and again motorcycles. So in such a type of the companies, these unity of directions principles will be applicable. Let us come to the sixth principle developed by Fayol, that is subordination of individual interest to general interest. Subordination of individual interest to general interest. According to Fayol, in every organization, the importance must be given to achievement of general interest or organizational interest. Individual interest means what? Being an employee, for each and every single person, they are having their own individual interest, like getting of high salary, wages, and also getting proper recognition or respect in the organization, and also promoting to the next higher level jobs. So individual interest is there for each and every one. But being an employee, the first priority must be given to the organizational interest or achievement of organizational goals. Being an employee, single individual employee must work in groups, and primary importance or priority must be given to achievement of institutional goal, that is usually earning of higher profit. Because when company earns sufficient profit, naturally the individual interest is also, it is possible to achieve individual interest also. When organization achieves its organizational interest, automatically the individual interest also achieved. So that is called as subordination of individual interest to general interest. Let us come to the seventh principle developed by Fayol, that is remuneration to employees. That is remuneration to employees. So remuneration to employees or remuneration of employees means, remuneration means what? Remuneration means salary or wages or incentives given to employees by the organization for their work. So organization must provide a proper remuneration to the employees, proper salary or wages to the employees according to their work. Whatever the work they did, so organization must provide a proper remuneration, proper salary, proper incentives to the employees or proper hikes to the employees time to time according to the work done by the employees. The remuneration given by the organization must be like that. It must help to the employees to do one better livelihood. So remuneration must be given to the employees for the purpose of maintaining a proper standard of living for the employees. So according to Fayol, proper remuneration or salary or wages must be given to the employees according to the work done by them. So when proper remuneration is given to the employees, naturally employees become motivated to do hard work. If proper salary is not given, if proper wages is not given according to their work, definitely the employees become demotivated. They become dissatisfied. It will lead to laziness or employees retirement or termination of the employees, etc. So according to Fayol, proper salary or wages must be paid to the each and every individual employees. Let us come to the 8th principles, that is centralization and decentralization. Centralization and decentralization. So what is centralization? Centralization means the concentration of decision making authority with the single manager. Centralization means concentration of decision making authority with a single manager. Decentralization. Decentralization means dispersal of decision making power with the few managers. So according to Fayol, there must be a proper centralization and decentralization of authority in the organization. Because if it is a very small organization, there is no much departments, very small one. So then the centralization is possible. If it is a very small organization, definitely the decision making power or decision making authority, that is in the hands of single manager. If it is a very big organization having different departments like purchase department, marketing department, production department, finance department, human resource management department, definitely it is not possible to take entire decision regarding the organization by single manager. If the organization is very big, definitely there must be a decentralization of authority or a dispersal or a distribution of decision making power with the few managers. Because in big organization, number of managers are there. Like one top level manager, he is called as Chief Executive Officer or Chairman, CEO. And under that, different departmental managers are there, like purchase manager, production manager, finance manager, human resource management manager. So at that time, it is not possible to take the decision regarding the entire organization by CEO or chairman. At that time, the decision making power is distributed to the departmental managers also. So centralization means concentration of decision making power with single individual manager. It is possible only if the organization is small. If the organization is very big, then it is not possible to concentration of decision making power. At that time, the decision making authority must be dispersed or distributed among different managers. Let us come to the 9th principles, that is important one also, scalar chain. Usually in examination, the 2 marks question will be asked, what is scalar chain? Yeah, what is scalar chain? Scalar chain means the formal lines of authority from highest rank to the lowest ranks. According to Fayol, he says that in every organization, the authority moves from highest ranks to lowest ranks. That means the top level managers must give orders to middle level managers, and again middle level managers gives orders to lower level management. The CEO or chairman, he is the top official of the company or organization. So he must give orders to middle level management, means different departmental managers. And again middle level management must give order to lower level management like foremen, supervisors, etc. The authority must be like that only. The movement of authority must be from highest level to lowest level subordinates. This is called a scalar chain. So in examination, question will be like this: what is scalar chain? Scalar chain means the movement of authority from highest ranks to lowest ranks of the organization. This chain couldn't be broken. So there must not be any break in the scalar chain. But sometimes, according to Fayal, if any emergency arises in the organization, some emergency arises, at that time top level managers is not available there. At that time the scalar chain may be violated by the middle level management or lower level management. Scalar chain could not be violated at any time, but in case of emergency, if the non-availability of the top level managers, at that time the scalar chain may be violated. So that is called as, one word is there that is also asked for 1 mark question in the examination: gangplank. What is gangplank? The violation of the scalar chain in case of emergency, that is called as gangplank. So what is scalar chain? Movement of authority from highest ranks to lowest ranks. Authority or orders must be given by top level managers to lower level managers. But if any emergency or crisis arises, in that case the scalar chain may be violated. So violation of scalar chain in case of emergency, that is called as gangplank. So let us come to the 10th principle, that is order. What is order? Here order does not mean that authority or giving order by superior to subordinates. Here order means, according to Fayal, all the peoples and materials of the organization must be arranged in a sequential order. Here order means systematic arrangement of all the materials and peoples of the organization in a proper place. So Fayal says that in every organization there must be a proper place for every people or every employee, and all the materials, all the machineries of the organization must be arranged in a sequential order, one by one. So that is called as order. Order here means systematic arrangement of all the peoples and materials or also machineries, things of the organization in a sequential way. If all the materials are arranged in a sequential order, definitely it will help to avoid the confusion and it will help to do the work fast. When peoples and materials are working in an orderly way, work can be done in a fastest manner. So order is important in every organization. So let us come to the 11th principle, that is equity. Equity. Yeah, what is equity? Fayal says that there must be a kindliness and justice in the behavior of managers towards workers. Equity means the manager must show kindliness and justice in his behavior towards the workers. The manager must treat all the employees in an equal way. There must not be any discrimination among the employees on the basis of their caste, creed, sex or income, rich, poor, etc. So being an employee, all the employees are equal. There must not be any discrimination on the basis of caste, sex, rich or poor. So manager must show certain kindliness, certain justice in his behavior towards all the employees. So that is called as equity, or treating the employees in a equal way without any discrimination. Come to the 12th principle. The 12th principle developed by Fayol is stability of personnel. Stability of personnel. It's not a personal, it's a personnel. Personnel means employees. Yeah, what is stability of personnel? According to Fayol, there must be a stability of personnel, or employees turnover should be minimized. What is employees turnover should be minimized? Once the employees are selected for the organization, proper employment must be provided to employees for a long period of time. So Fayol says that at the time of hiring the employees itself, proper procedure must be followed, proper interview must be done. So at the time of hiring or appointing the employees itself, by making proper interviews or test, or by following the proper rules and regulation, the employees must be selected. Once the employees are selected, proper job must be given to employees for a long period of time. If employees are terminated frequently, definitely it will affect the working of the organization. If one single employee is working for so many years, or for a long period of time in a single organization, definitely it will help to achieve the organizational goals. So according to Fayol, there must be stability of personnel. Stability of personnel means a single employee must work in the organization for a long period of time, and employees' termination must be reduced. Come to the third principle developed by Fayol, that is initiative. Initiative. Yeah, what is initiative? Initiation. Initiation means being first or come forward. So according to Fayol, Fayol says that proper opportunity must be given to each and every employees to come forward or to take initiation for doing any work. So when initiation power is given to the employees, definitely the employees are coming forward, they are personally developed. So Fayol says that proper opportunity must be given to employees to take initiation or to being first to do any particular work. When employees are taking initiation to do any particular work, they become personally developed also. So that is called as initiation or initiative. Come to the last principle developed by Fayol, that is the esprit de corps. The 14th one, esprit de corps or team spirit. Out of 14 principles of management, the 14th principle is esprit de corps or team spirit. So Fayol says that to achieve the organizational goals, there must be a team spirit or there must be a coordination among the employees. Because in every organization, individual employees are working in different groups. So each and every employees must having a single objective, that is the achievement of organizational goals. So to achieve the organizational goals, there must be a team spirit, there must be a coordination among the employees. If there is a proper coordination among the employees, definitely they are achieving the organizational goals in time. If there is no proper coordination, if there is no proper spirit among the If there is no proper team spirit among the employees, definitely it is not possible to achieve the organizational goals up to the mark. So according to Fayol, there must be a coordination, there must be a cooperation among all the employees who are working in the organization. So I think, dear students, hope you understood the theory that was developed by Henry Fayol. So that is known as Henry Fayol's 14 principles of management. Thank you, students.